Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This is our weekly program, that's a weekly broadcast about living a digital missionary life. And I thank you all for joining us, and thank you all for joining us on our website at bangkokadventist.com, as well as on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So you can search on any of those platforms for Trinity Adventist International Church or Community 7, who is our sponsor for this program. So we are here with you every single Tuesday at 8 p.m. and I am very glad that you can join us. Now through this program, I'm going to give a short presentation about what it is being a digitally missionary, and what's my experience been, and how you can improve your digital experience and being a missionary online. After, we have a Q&A where you can share your questions. But you don't need to wait until the end. You can share your questions at any point using the chat box on Zoom or the chat box on any of the other platforms where you might be watching us tonight from. So again, you can just search online for Community 7 at Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and the live stream will be there every single Tuesday at 8 p.m. sharp. Welcome, and I hope that you enjoy tonight. Please, I hope that you have your information there, and in the future we'll be giving some more details and maybe sharing some of the material as well with you. So please stay connected with us. Comment there on the chat box, comment there on the box so we can know who you are, where you are from, and maybe in the future we can connect with you. Tonight's topic will be choosing what to share. In this series of live presentations and Q&A, we will learn to navigate the intricate world of our current digital connected lives, and how we as Christians can live a fulfilling and can live our life fulfilling the Great Commission as part of our online connected world. We will learn to excel in social media evangelism, influence change online, and financially support ourselves. I invite you to join me every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Maybe come at 7:50 Bangkok time, and I will change your life, embracing new technologies and a digital way of life. In the next 30 minutes, you are going to learn my strategies and vision on online evangelism, and how to better understand and reach out to our digital connected friends. We are live streaming on bangkokadventist.com, as well as on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, searching the word Community 7. That's Community number 7. Also search for Trinity Adventist International Church, who is also sponsoring this ministry along with community7.org. Now, don't forget, at the end of the presentation, I will share some extra details about what we can do to make our digital missionary lives a little bit better. So please stay with me until the end. It will only be a short presentation, and then we can talk a little bit more and you can share your comments. But I would like to see who is on the chat right now. So if you are there on the chat, please just say hi, just go open the chat box and just say where you are from or where you are from. So I'm joining you from Bangkok. So please just write there Bangkok. If you are in Bangkok, or if you are in some other province, or if you are in some other country, just write there in the comments Bangkok. I would like just to see who is there on any of our platforms. And we are also live on Zoom, where we have a few participants already there joining us, and I am very thankful that you are here with us this evening. Now, I know there are distractions all around us, but what I'm going to discuss tonight can change our lives. So I don't want you to miss a single crucial step. So please, make a commitment to stay focused, and maybe you can do that just tonight. Put your cell phone away, or close your Facebook page, close your email, turn off your TV, and just give me your full attention just for a little while. And I guarantee you that it will be worth it. Give me your complete attention. And you're probably wondering who am I? So my name is Pablo Rios, and I am living in Thailand, in Bangkok. I am a graduate from Andrews University in Michigan, USA, in theology, and then I study administration in the Philippines. I graduated in masters from the Adventist University of the Philippines there, and I have been working with the church for almost over 10 years in the administration side, mainly on the area of marketing. And 2 years ago, we decided with my wife that I will focus myself on online evangelism. And we have been working and exploring and researching what different ways we can make a difference and impact in the life of people through our online experience. So I hope that my experience and what I share with you tonight can also bless you and inspire you to do something different. Now, because of these past 2 years, I have learned something very important. And if we can improve our relationships, we can also improve our income and improve the way that we influence change and evangelize people, embracing and being efficient online. I know that God is with us in this meeting, but I would like us to just for a moment ask for His presence here and guide us and give us wisdom. I ask that God's presence open our hearts, open our minds, that He might lead our discussion, that may each one of us allow God to transform us and become a light in the world. Now, let me dive right into the topic. Today's topic is choosing what to share. Now, this is something that I'm asked a lot online. When they tell me, I want to start a social media ministry, I want to start an online ministry, I want to do something online, I want to reach my friends online, what should I share? And the question is so tricky and so difficult that even if you share that question on YouTube, you will find thousands of videos in different topics that will try to guide you and tell you what to share online, from how to make money and how to reach to people and how to make your own business online. All of those topics are there, and they will try to tell you what to do, and there are many different ways. But tonight I want to focus on what should you share as a missionary, a digital missionary. Now here is something difficult, because we understand that a digital missionary is somebody that is sharing the Word of God. We understand evangelism to be sharing God's message and always putting in Bible messages and putting in Bible studies and putting all kind of different information on the web. And as we say, I am a digital missionary. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not necessarily being a digital missionary. You are sharing information about the Bible, and that is good, and the Holy Spirit might use that in great power. But that's not necessarily being a digital missionary. Now, a digital missionary is somebody that works and is involved with people and creates a relationship with them. Let's go back. Let's forget a little bit about our cell phones and our internet connected lives. And let's go back a couple of years, maybe about 40 years ago. Maybe let's go a little bit deeper. Maybe let's go a little bit to my grandparents' time, about 60 years ago. And let me remember and try to think how my grandparents used to do evangelism. My grandfather, he was a missionary in the jungles of the Amazon. And he will go inside the Amazon, that was in Peru, and he will travel for days inside the jungle to reach to different natives that did not even speak any language known to man. And he will go there traveling, going through a serpent-infected place. Actually, in one of his trips, he was bitten by a snake here on the side of the shoulder. It fell from a tree and bit him here, and his whole left side of his body became numb. And up to today, you can see in his face, the left side is a little bit lower than the right face, and that's because of the venom of that snake. So he was a missionary, going there into the jungle and risking his life to go and preach the message to other people. But what was that message? Just going there and presenting Jesus? He will go there and he will interact with the people. He will eat their food. He will learn what the struggles are, what the difficulties are, how they live. He will commune with them, maybe sometimes months at a time. And then he will start, when they have that connection and he sees their challenges, their difficulties, then he will start to share his experience and his understanding. He start bringing solutions, not only from the Bible perspective, but even just from the modern perspective. How to do different types of medicines and medical treatments, how to extract tooth, how to extract different things. He will try, and he will try to show them and teach them what to do. And of course, when they understood and they saw that he was caring for them, that he was trying to help them, and he shared about his conviction, about his experience with God, and how his belief in God was different, people started to believe. And they wanted to know more about that God. They started to see a difference in his life, and they wanted to actually have that as well. And that was a missionary in my grandparents' time. In my parents' time, maybe let's come back about 20 or 30 years into the past, and we'll see what a missionary was. A missionary will go out onto the buses and not just distribute flyers. But I remember my parents just going out and always walking around with flyers, but not just giving it out. But my father would actually sit down and start a conversation with the person next door. Traveling those times was a very good way of sharing God, because you will be stuck in a small bus or jeepney or some other kind of vehicle. You will stuck there for hours at a time with nothing to do. No cell phone, nothing to listen to or anything to watch, no YouTube, no Instagram, no TikTok to be looking after one another. They had to be sitting down, either staring at the window or staring at the person next to them. And what they had to do was they had to share their life. So they had to talk about the kids, they had to talk about their problems, their finances, their business, their education, anything that will catch the attention of the person next to you. And of course, by the end of 1 hour of travel, the person next to my father will know my name, where I'm from, all my problems, what age I was when I had chicken pox. All that information was shared, but he also shared that he was a Seventh-day Adventist that believed in Christ and left an invitation to join him on Sabbath for the next worship. That was being a missionary, connecting with people, waiting for that person, taking the address. And my dad will actually take the address and will go on Sabbath morning and pick them up at the home and bring them to church. So how do we do that now in our age with our digital connections? We don't travel so long to be able to talk to people. We don't talk to anybody anymore. We are in the BTS just looking at our phone. Everybody's checking out and moving the finger through their devices. They're not looking at each other. And we might say, people don't talk anymore. People don't share anymore. I have no way of connecting with these people. But they are connected. They are online. They are watching other people's comments. They are learning about other people's holidays. They are learning about other people's problems. Online, on the Instagram, they check the pages, they like, they comment, they check the TikTok and they see how fun it is or how interesting is something, and they connect with people and they comment on those videos. So they are communicating. Now the question is, what are you saying? And here is when we have to understand that a digital missionary is not necessarily only sharing the Word of God, but it is connecting with people. So when you understand that a digital missionary, it is to connect with people, then you understand that what you share has to be something that identifies you. Something that tells them who you are and how you can identify with them and how you can be of assistance to them. So my first answer to your question of what to share will be share who you are. Share your story. Because you see, the gospel is not an impersonal gospel. It's not a gospel about a Jesus that lived so many years ago and is alive in some place far, far away that I cannot know where he is. That is very hard to hear him and it's very hard to see him. It's not, the gospel is not about that impersonal connection. The gospel, the ministry, is about a personal connection. So when you share online, you share to connect with people. So yes, of course, last week we talked about sharing is bliss, how important it is for us to share. So we say, no, I have to have a perfect setup. I have to buy this expensive camera of 100 or 1,000 or 2,000, even 8,000 US dollars for the camera so I can start sharing. No, there's only one way of sharing, and that's a very expensive way of sharing. So why would you do that when you can use that money to do so many other things? Sharing can be in what identifies you. So if you are good and you have the talent of sharing online, of recording yourself, or typing, or writing, or having a blog, or just talking, and you will have a podcast, or maybe you just like to do other things that are funny and you will have a TikTok and you will just share something that you do, or you just go to so funny of different places and you want to share them online. Maybe you don't have that great and interesting life that you can share a 10-minute video of your life every single day like Casey Neistat used to do, or that you can share a whole blog about your business or your life like what is inside us 2 or 3 times per week. But maybe you can share a 10 seconds or 30 seconds journey from your home to your work on TikTok. And I'm sure that eventually somebody will find that interesting. Somebody would connect with that. Somebody say, hey, I do the same route every day. Or hey, I have the same problems. Or look, I also feel like that. I've also been sad, I've also been worried, I've also been dumped, or I've also been cheated on. Whatever you are going through, people can connect with that. And now it comes the second way that you can connect with them, not only by posting, but also by commenting. Because that's only one part of the mission. If my father would have just connected with the person and said, who you are, my name is Jose, what is your name? Okay, very good, very good. I will pray for your father. Here's a pamphlet and that's the address of the church. I hope you come on Sabbath. How effective you think that will have been? No. What he will do is he will text them the day before, or he will call them, or he will go and pick them up. That's a connection. So how do you do that online? You do it through the comments. Go see what the person does. Hey, this person is connecting with me. They are following you. Somebody that you don't know has subscribed, has followed you, or even have replied to one of your comments. So they connected with you in some way. So take the effort to go and check what they are doing, what is their life like, and connect with them. Ask them how they are doing, what they are about, how they're doing. Every once in a while, just say hi. Sometimes we feel so shame and we don't realize that on Instagram you can send video messages. So you just go in the morning, on your way to work, on your way to school, as you come out of your home, just choose at random, sometimes even at random. Choose a contact from your Instagram account and just send them a video message. Just say, hey, hi, I just saw your account today. I just want to wish you a very good day. A conversation can start. A connection can start. So what you share you. You share something that will connect with people. Now, if you have the gift of being artistic, of being a creative, now you want to share, you want to find a way, what should I share? I have to look for what people are looking for. I want to know, I want to see. People are, right now I see everybody on TikTok doing that dance, They do like this, or they do different dances. Oh, that you have to do the same thing because everybody's doing it. No. You don't choose what to share based on what is trending. It can help, and there is a moment for that. But wait, hold. Just sharing what is trending is not the first thing that you should do. First, as I said earlier, is to choose you, something that will connect people with you, of who you are. So if that is really who you are, if you are a gamer and you want to share your gameplay online, just put your webcam and shoot yourself as you comment about your game. That is you. I cannot judge you for you. Your relationship with yours is yours, and there are thousands, even millions of people that share that connection with you and that are eager to hear more about your experience as a gamer with Christ. we are not perfect. I cannot be sharing a life that shows that I am perfect when I am not perfect. Because I need to share my life as I am. Because there are people out there that have the same problems that I have. And people that are waiting to connect with me because they have the same problem. Because they are eager to know what the answer was for me that may be better. So first, you choose to connect with your message. Second, you share in the way that you love. That's the second one. Share something that you love to share. Don't share because you have to. Don't become an online missionary because somebody told you to or because it's a trending thing to do. As I said, not follow trends yet. You have to do it on purpose. The second one is share who you are, something that can connect and share what you love. Now, if you're a creative, a person that loves creating and being artistic, you might say, oh, but I love different things. How do I choose what to love? What should I share? Well, now here's when it comes number 2A. How and what do you share? Now, let me see. Now here, I would like to share with you, give me 1 second, I'll see if I can. Okay, I will share with you a tool that I use to choose. Now, this is something that some of you might have already seen. So you're looking at my screen right now, and you see there one of the most used tools to choose your content, or to choose what you're going to share. And this is called Google Trends. This Google Trends page that you are seeing right now there, okay. So that Google Trends that you see right there is something that you can share with people, and what you can do to see what is the best thing to share. So let's say that you have different things that can connect with you. Let's say that you have different things that you love to share about, that you will not mind doing a video every day, or you don't mind doing a video, spending 2 or 3 hours every week to do that video, to do that post, to do that article, to record your voice. You don't mind. So because you love all those topics, but you want to know what will be best. Now this is the page to do it on. This is called Google Trends. So trends.google.com. And you come here, and here it tells you what people are searching for in different parts of the world. So first you choose where you want to do it. What country, for example. So let's say here I did a search. I love to cook. I love to make recipes. Right? So I want to know about vegan recipes. Oh, I would love to share my vegan recipes. Let me see. So I put vegan recipes here, and you'll see here the trend. How many people in what months of the year, why they start to share. And even it tells you what regions, where they are from, and other topics that they are also searching online. But this is only for the US. So you have to come here and choose your demographic or your segment. Where is that you are going to share that? So I'm going to share that to people in Thailand. So I choose Thailand. So it will ask you, okay, in Thailand. Now you can see that in Thailand, this is the demographic. And most people that share about this are in Bangkok. Right? So you have here how many thousands of people are searching for this and what is the trend. But you see, this is not everything. Now, I don't only love to do vegan recipes. I also love to do vegetarian recipes. So then I type in, I add on top, vegetarian recipes. So here you will see, sometimes vegan recipes are a little bit higher, other times vegetarian recipes are a little bit higher. So you can see here, you can use this to choose what topics or what you're going to talk about, maybe as a general topic, or maybe throughout different months of the year. Or you want to add something else. Let's say, well, what about just cooking recipes? Okay, so I will write cooking recipes, and let's see what is the difference here. So I can say these 3 topics I love. Look, it's showing me here that in a small margin here, vegetarian recipes overall have more traffic. So more people in Thailand, specifically in Bangkok, more people will like, in Thailand generally, more people will like vegetarian recipes. But here, if I look only at Bangkok, it tells me, oh wait, in Bangkok, people are actually looking at vegan recipes. So you start to choose your topics and what you're sharing based on data, on what people are actually searching for. Another way that you can do it is come here to your Facebook page or your Google page or your YouTube page, and you start typing and let's start with recipes. So you do recipes, and then you start to see here an autocomplete. This autocomplete here that you see on the screen, it is the words that Google thinks that most likely you are searching, or people are searching for that, because there's a great amount of people, a large number of people searching for those type of words. So this can also give you a more detailed topic of what to talk about, what people are searching. So recipes for dinner, recipes for breakfast, listed for life, with bread and egg. These topics are the ones that are most searched for on YouTube at this moment. And this can help you to see what is going on. So when you are searching your topic, you are trying to figure out what people are doing and how they are using it. Now, let me come back to you here. Okay, so what is, as we finish this topic, you select what it is there for you to share, how you will share them, and then you start to see what is the desirable, what is people looking for, what people will really like to have. And I'm trying to come back to your screen, but it's not letting me come back to your screen. So let me see why you cannot see me. Okay, let's see now. Okay, so I hope that you can, I think that you cannot see me. Okay, perfect. Now we are back. Sorry about that. Okay, now, where were we? Okay, you choose your topic, what to share. Okay, choosing what to share has to do also with data. So if you have several things that you love, several things that identify you, then the third step will be for you to choose among the things that you love, the things that identify you, from data. And once you select that data, now you use other means, like what is trending or what people will like, as a fourth step for you to narrow down into something more specific after you have completed these three steps. So what is trending, for example, you will use that as one component of what you're sharing. So if a specific song is trending, then you might use that song, but between sharing what identifies you and what you love and what you can share, as well as what people are mostly, about data, what people are mostly looking for. And then you add the trending value to it as a separate part. And that is pretty much my experience on how we choose what to share online as a digital missionary. Now, I would like to hear from you. I would like to also answer your questions and see what you have to say. So if you are there on the chat, please, you are welcome to please join me there and also ask your questions. You can ask your questions in the chat. If you are on Zoom, you can also unmute your microphone and your camera, and I'll be very happy to attend to your question. Okay, so your questions, now is the moment for us to share. We have here a number of visitors tonight, and we have a number of people joining us on the different platforms, from YouTube to Twitch and Facebook. So thank you so much for joining us. Now I have a question here. Uh, does sharing Bible text works for evangelism? I think that's the question I'm trying to say. I think that's the question. Okay. Now, being a digital missionary is one thing. It's communicating, sharing, and connecting with people. When you share your Bible verses, I cannot say, it will be wrong for me to say that that's not evangelism, that's not ministry. Because the Holy Spirit can use that message in the life of people in ways that we cannot imagine. So anything that you share can be used by God. But again, we are here and we have been given the opportunity to do things smart and to be able to connect with people, know who is seeing our messages and know what they need, and be able to connect with them person to person. So yes, there are, I think we discussed this about 3 weeks ago when we started. Our first lesson was about the different platforms, the different people that we share with. And we said that we can be digital missionaries inward, that means between the church, between Christians, and help in our ministry, help Christians to grow spiritually. So that's a ministry. So if you are targeting Christians and you are helping them grow spiritually, of course sharing Bible verses and talking about your experience with Christ will be part of that sharing, of that growing. Now if you are sharing outside of the Christian community, that's outward, then the people that will connect, will identify with that Bible verse, might start to shrink. So your umbrella of influence starts to get smaller. I'm not saying that you need to change and choose what you share based on what people might think. But what I'm saying is that as a missionary, you have to make sure to know what group of people you are sharing to. Who is your target audience? So you will not shrink, share, or alienate people that are connecting with you. Because remember that this is something that you are doing, that you will be doing for a while. It's something that is not only you do it one time. The reason why you choose to share something that you love, that you're passionate about, is because you need to be consistent. You need to do it every single week or every single day and be part of who you are. Being a missionary, again going back to our grandfathers or our fathers, being a missionary was not, yes, I'm going to take a plane, go there for 1 week or for 2 days, do something and come back. No, that was a field trip, or that was a community service. That was not ministry per se, that was not evangelism. When you do the ministry, they will go and they will spend time with the people. I remember my father and my mom, they will spend 2 to 3 weeks maybe in a crusade working with kids in a community. And that was the way of evangelism. The same thing for us online. The same thing just transfers our personal connection online to share with people and tell them this is evangelism today, to connect with them. And we have to do it all the time and do it consistently. So when we share things and Bible messages, for some people, if we are talking here in Thailand and in Bangkok, for example, for some of them it's just a quote, an inspirational quote. And if you do it once in a while, it is inspirational and it can bring people closer to the Bible. If you do it all the time, then you might start alienating people because they think, they might feel that you are biased and that you have alternative motives for what you're sharing. You need to be original. You need to be genuine. You need to come from the heart. Okay, is there any other questions? I don't see any comments on the different platforms. And here on Zoom, please, on the chat, you can also unmute your microphone. see. Okay, I don't see any questions. Okay, I don't see any questions. Okay, there's something here. Just now, let me see. I have to come a little bit closer to the screen on this one. Okay. Um, I have been doing online ministry for a while, but I have been struggling to find my niche in what you said that I don't mind doing every day. I have done blogging and video blogging and Facebook sharing of testimonies, Bible scriptures on my um, uh, on my photographs, YouTube channel for Bible stories. Any suggestion for me? Yes. Well, you are a creative person. You have a lot of talent because you can do many different things. Writing, video blogging, and taking photographs. Those are many talents that God has given you. So you can do many things. Now, my question to you is, which one is working? If you are doing many of them, now which one you feel that you are connecting with people the most? Which one is giving you the most results? And here we come to a marketing strategy, you might say a business strategy. When sometimes you are an entrepreneur and you want to start different businesses or you have different talents, it's okay for you to try different things, for you to start trying different opportunities, different visions. At the same time, people not often recommend it, but it's okay if you can afford it. Now, there will come a time where you have to look at everything you are doing and create criteria to choose which one you will focus on. My recommendation will be to do the 80-20 rule. So you look at what is making the most sense for you, what is giving you the greatest satisfaction, and as well as what's giving you the greatest return, whether it is financial returns or the greatest connections, where you are connecting more with people. Now here I'm saying connection. I am not saying followers, because I might have I have an account, for example, for news that I post world news every day, and I have over 5,000 followers in that account. But I have another account that only have 3,000 followers. So I might say, oh, this other account has 5,000 followers, I should choose that one. But what happens is that the followers do not mean how connective you are with people. In my other smaller account, I connect more. I have more chats. People send me a chat request, a DM request, and talk with me, and I connect with them. I know who is following me there, and I'm able to chat with them, and I know the people there. So if I were to say I'm a missionary and in what way I can connect with people more, I will say on my small personal account, because there I'm connecting with people the most. So you can put your own criteria, and then once you find that criteria, then you have to choose that one, and you spend 80% of your time and your effort to grow that one, and then 20% of your time, 20% of your effort you spend in doing everything else. Why I'm saying everything else? Because that one will not be there forever. That one account those followers will not be there and might not be there for a long time. You have other platforms, you have other accounts, other topics that might become trendy or that might become more connected in the future. So you need to have your vision also expressed. But the 80-20 rule, I think, is very good in that aspect. Yes, create your criteria of which are the things that you need to follow, and choose one. And then you spend 80% of your time in that one and 20% of your time on the other ones. Thank you so much, Disa Joy, for your question. That was from Zoom. Okay, well, I think our time is up. I have kept you a little bit longer than I expected. Normally we start at 8 o'clock sharp, and after 30 minutes we have our Q&A, and then we close our session. I don't want to keep you too long. I hope that you can come back next Tuesday at 8 p.m. and join me again in sharing a little bit about living the digital missionary lifestyle. Now next week we're gonna be talking about choosing your equipment to share. So here's gonna be a difficult topic for me because there are so many places where to share. So I'll be only focusing on the major ones. So I will be focusing on the major ones that we normally share here in Thailand. So one will be our social media accounts, for example, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And then we will do YouTube as a separate one, and the blogging platforms will do a little bit on that. But of course, when you talk about equipment, normally you're talking about videos or recording. So that will be a little bit the focus on our talk next week. But again, thank you so much for all of you that came tonight and shared with us. And please share this link with other people, with your friends, and remind them to come on Tuesday so we can share a little bit more about our digital missionary life. As we continue and grow, we will have a little bit more details. I will be able to post with you maybe the outline of our discussion, and we'll have maybe a forum where we can interact a little bit more. But for today, I am grateful that you have followed us. You are grateful that you are here, and I pray that God might bless our ministries, that God might be with each one of us, that God might give us the wisdom, inspiration, the courage to be digital missionaries, to be able to put our lives out there, to share, to have the blessing of sharing with people, of connecting with people, and be able to start little by little making an impact on other people's life. Again, may God bless you from my heart to yours. Have a good day and a good night. God bless.